Welcome to this week's episode of AFL Cairns TV. After a week off due to the AFL Cairns general bye, AFL Cairns TV this week will look back at the Round 12 senior highlights and the reserve grade scores. We'll preview the upcoming Round 9 action for AFL Cairns Women's League. We'll see who lines up against each other in the senior and reserve grade Round 13 fixtures. Plus, we'll also look back at last week's AFL match activities in the week lead up to the AFL game. Round 12 of the reserve saw the following results. South Cairns were far too strong for Cairns Saints, winning by 72 points. North Cairns recorded their first victory of 2015 with a come-from-behind 4-point win over Cairns City Lions, while Port Douglas were too dominant, thumping Central's Trinity Beach by over 10 goals. Moving tributes were held in Round 12 with all AFL Cairns players and officials wearing black armbands and observing a minute's silence to remember Adelaide Coach Phil Walsh's outstanding contribution to our game. His sudden passing was felt across the entire footy community. His involvement in our industry for over 32 years as a player and as a coach was extraordinary. Vale Phil Walsh. At Griffiths Park, it was Cairns Saints who leapt to outright second spot after knocking off South Cairns by 41 points. The Saints' opening half was super impressive, setting up the 7-goal victory. Their pressure around the ball was unwavering and their drive from defensive 50 was brilliant all day. Without star full forward Matthew Walsh, it was Round 6 rising star Sean Watson who stood up and kicked a career-high 7 goals in a great day out at Griffiths Park. Cairns City Lions bounced back to the winner's circle in Round 12 with an emphatic 87-point victory over North Cairns. This was the Lions' first victory since Round 8. North Cairns couldn't contain the Lions' run and carry from their defensive half, which allowed the home side to control the footy and have continual movement going forward. The Lions recorded 25 goals for the match, their highest score posted this year. The Lions now sit 2 games outside the top 4, but with performances like this, they will have teams above them very nervous. After having a consistent year already, it was star half forward Charlie Haley who was super for the home side, booting 8 goals in a best on ground performance at Holloway's Beach Sporting Complex. The next few weeks for the Lions shape as a true test to see if they can play in September. Port Douglas continued their winning ways, recording their 6th consecutive victory, this time against Central's Trinity Beach at home. The Crocs' forward momentum was relentless all day. Kai Chappell again proved a handful for opposition defenders, kicking 5 majors. Port's willingness to slingshot off half-back through run, handballs and kicks made them a delight to watch. In the 102-point victory, Port converted 35 scoring shots but only conceded 8 in a top-notch performance. Their work rate, decision-making, effective disposal and game plan holds them in good stead come September. Without doubt, Port Douglas' opportunity to go back-to-back as senior premiers is shaping as a real possibility. AFL Cairns Women's League is back in action after a fortnight off due to school holidays. The round 9 weekend matches will see South Cairns taking on the high-flying Menunda Hawks at Fretwell Park in the curtain raiser to the reserve grade competition. Menunda Hawks sit atop of the ladder undefeated with 6 victories in 2015, while for South Cairns they sit in equal second spot with Norths on 4 wins at the end of round 8. Back in round 4, Hawks recorded a 7-goal victory over the Cutters. The second match of round 9 will see Pyramid Power taking on North Cairns at Power Park following a full day of junior fixtures. The Power were gallant in their round 8 defeat to South Cairns, but will be looking to avenge their last encounter with North Cairns. Back in round 4, the Tigers won by an impressive 155 points. For North Cairns, they were impressive, dismantling the Bulldogs outfit 126-0 in round 8. The only stumbling block thus far for the Tigers has been their cross-city rivals and undefeated Menunda Hawks, losing in 2 close matches. Central's Trinity Beach have the bye in round 9. We would like to thank everyone that supported the AFL Cairns ability to host the round 15 match between Western Bulldogs and the Gold Coast Suns. In terms of the match, the Gold Coast Suns started in spirited fashion, leading at half-time. But from halfway through the third quarter, it was all the Western Bulldogs. The final term, the Dogs were able to kick 10 goals to make sure they recorded their second victory from as many matches in Cairns. We thank everyone that attended the game, the 9,449 spectators, the corporate people involved, and everyone that was involved in the lead-up activities to our 5th Premiership match. On Wednesday, we had the school holiday camp and the AFL 9s exhibition match. On Thursday, we had the Western Bulldogs players visit our local junior clubs, and we also had the coaching masterclass that evening. Friday saw the opportunity for the general public to see the Western Bulldogs and the Gold Coast Suns train here at Cazalys Stadium whilst enjoying the AFL playground in the cricket nets and the live open broadcast from CFM. Saturday, 4:35 was the big event where the Western Bulldogs took on the Gold Coast Suns. We would like to thank the general football community for getting behind this event and supporting it for what it was. We hope in future years that we can bring more elite content to Cairns, and we hope to expose you, the general punters of AFL, to more exciting opportunities of AFL in our region. Once again, thank you for assisting AFL Cairns, AFL Queensland and the AFL bringing AFL alive in Cairns. We thank you for your support. All clubs will be fresh heading into round 13 after AFL Cairns' general bye for the round 15 Premiership fixture between the Western Bulldogs and Gold Coast Suns. The first of round 13's matches will see Cairns Saints hosting Port Douglas at Griffiths Park. Back in round 12, Cairns Saints defeated South Cairns by 41 points. An imposing 12-4 opening term set up this win. The win saw Cairns Saints jump to outright second spot with an 8-4 record in 2015. While for Port Douglas, they claimed a convincing win by 102 points over Central's Trinity Beach. The Crocs had 35 scoring shots to Central's 8. Port now sit 2 games clear in the Premiership race and are looking for their 7th consecutive victory when coming up against Cairns Saints on Saturday. This match poses an interesting contest as Cairns Saints average a total score of 110 points, while Port Douglas have the best defence in the competition, conceding just under 10 goals per match. Both teams have potent full forwards. For Saints it's Matthew Walsh and for Port Douglas it's Kai Chappell. Matthew Walsh is only 8 goals shy of his 1,000th goal milestone he's trying to achieve in AFL Cairns. Will it be this weekend when he kicks those 8 goals? In 2015, Port Douglas have won both encounters, the first in round 3 by 3 goals, and in round 7 it was the Crocs by 46 points. South Cairns will do battle with North Cairns at Fretwell Park in the early time slot of 2 p.m. on Saturday. Despite their hot streak of 6 consecutive matches from round 3 to round 8, South Cairns are currently in a form slump, losing back-to-back matches. Their latest loss was in round 12, a 7-goal loss to Cairns Saints. They have now slipped to 3rd on the ladder with 7 victories in 2015. South will be hoping that Port Douglas can knock off Cairns Saints at Griffiths Park, while South Cairns look to defeat North Cairns so they can claim back their 2nd spot on the ladder. For North Cairns, their round 11 impressive victory against Central's Trinity Beach by 4 points was short-lived after they were comfortably defeated by Cairns City Lions in round 12 by 87 points at Holloway's Beach. The Tigers' inability to stem the Lions' forward momentum hurt them dearly, conceding 37 scoring shots on the scoreboard. The recent matches between these two sides of South Cairns and North Cairns see South Cairns dominating by a winning margin of, on average, 102 points thus far in 2015. The last match of round 13 will see Central's Trinity Beach hosting Cairns City Lions at Crathern Park in the Northern Beaches battle. Central's form of late has been poor, only recording 1 win from their last 5 starts. Round 12's defeat was the worst thus far, losing by 102 points to Port Douglas. Central's last win was back in round 9 when they defeated South Cairns at Fretwell Park by 11 points. Injuries and unavailabilities have severely hurt Central's Trinity Beach's chances in the last few weeks, but if they are to play finals and be a contender, they must win in round 13 against their opposition. They currently sit 2 games clear in 4th spot of the Lions, but if the Lions were to record a victory this week, it would really shake up the second part of the season. The Lions definitely regained plenty of confidence with their round 12 victory over North Cairns. In the past 3 rounds, Cairns City Lions have struggled to kick 10 goals in a match, but round 12 saw them kick a total of 25 goals. This is a must-win game if the Lions are any chance of posing a threat to play finals in 2015. The ledger between these two clubs in 2015 sits at 1 apiece, with Lions winning in round 3 by 29 points and Central's Trinity Beach returning serve defeating the Lions by 51 points in round 7. For game times this week, the matches at Fretwell Park between South Cairns and North Cairns will kick off at 12 p.m. for reserves and 2 p.m. for seniors, while matches at Griffiths Park and Crathern Park remain the same, with reserves at 1 p.m. and seniors at 3 p.m. For more information regarding AFL Cairns round 13 matches or the AFL Cairns competition, please visit our website aflcairns.com.au. We look forward to seeing you at the footy this weekend. Tune in for another episode of AFL Cairns TV next week. AFL Cairns, it's a great game.